What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Don't click off the video yet. I know you're probably thinking this is probably just some clickbait title to get views or whatever, but like, no, I genuinely believe that Emerald Pro painted versions will be in the item shop, and I'm going to explain why. Just stick around. I actually just want to talk about this for a minute. So, the Pro wheels are amazing. They're insane. Basically, when you go to a world championship event or a LAN event, they didn't have them at the last LAN in LA, but it wasn't technically a worlds, and all the other ones have technically been worlds, I believe. I'm not totally sure on that, don't quote me, but I believe when you go to the world championship, you get a pro code for attending. Those pro codes you put into the game. The most recent codes that we have been redeeming are the 7-Eleven codes. We can all relate to this. You put it into the game, and it gives you an item in the game. The most recent Pro wheels are I totally spaced on that, but they're the Mendoza Pro wheels. These were supposed to be for Season 9 that was supposed to take place in Dallas, and it got canceled, obviously, due to everything that was happening in the world at the time, and those were the last time that we saw Pro codes. Now, circling back to why I think Emerald Pro codes are going to come out, or Emerald Pros are going to come to the item shop in painted variants. So, recently, we've seen something we've never seen before. We've seen Mothership Pro inverteds in the item shop. So you wouldn't really think that much of it. They're just Mothership Pros, but inverted. They have like a little animation to them. They're not anything too crazy. Not the most desirable wheel, but I feel like Psyonix is testing us to see how we would react to this before they move on to the wheels that we actually love. So they put in the Mothership Pro wheels in the inverted kind. No one really said anything. I made a video on them. I'll put a picture up on the screen of what they look like. And then basically a couple weeks after that, they put an orange or a saffron variant. All I have is a picture with the certification showing they were scorer certified. I'm not sure what color they were, but they were painted. They were either orange or saffron. And then most recently, we just got the pink ones. So I'll put a picture of those up on the screen. And I think that they're testing us to see if anyone really cares, because we were always under the assumption that, you know, a pro wheel was a pro wheel. You get it from going to the event, and you don't get it any other way, right? And it's just the pro wheel. Like, there's no other variants of it out there. It's unique in that it is the pro wheel. But them coming out with the Mothership Pro inverteds that add an animation to the wheel makes me think that why can't they come out with the Emerald Pro painted variants, which adds paint to the wheel, and drop it in the item shop. Now, we already know what these look like thanks to Bacchus Mod. Obviously, we have the crimson right here. You saw the crimson in the thumbnail. They're not totally the same color because I had to make those myself. We see, you know, black, burnt sienna, cobalt, forest green. I mean, these look insane. Obviously, the gold ones are the original ones. Those look amazing. We have gray, we have lime, we have orange, we have pink, we have purple, we have saffron. So we can see all of these colors thanks to Bacchus Mod, and then titanium white very last, which honestly, they don't really look that great. I think that the black ones probably are like the cleanest things in the world, and I would love these wheels if they did come to the item shop. But I really think that this is going to happen, and this is not just some clickbait video. Like, I actually legitimately think that this will happen at some point, and probably sometime soon, because they are running out of ideas. It's very obvious. They gave us a toilet paper goal explosion. They're running out of ideas over at Psyonix. I mean, it's just, there's only so much stuff you could put into a game before you're just like, what else do we add? You know? So I think that they're going to go back and take these pro wheels and add painted variants to them. And we could very well see all of these other pro wheels, which I don't have very many of them. We could see Metal Star Pro painted wheels. Let me turn off Bacchus Mod here. We could see these ones in painted variants. And I don't even know if these come with, or if you can paint these in the Bacchus Mod, which you can't. You can't paint these in Bacchus Mod, so we wouldn't even know what these would look like painted. It would be really cool, though. Now, obviously, these have the non-pro versions of them in the game floating around that are painted, but they They started doing it with the Mothership Pros. I don't see why they can't do it with the other ones, basically. I mean, I just really, I don't see what is stopping them from taking that step. We went from being under the assumption that limited items and non-crate items would never come to the item shop. Both of those have been proven wrong. They have put limited items in the item shop, and they have put non-crate items in the item shop, inside of bundles, outside of bundles, just throwing them in there. They've done it. So what is stopping them from doing this? And I'm not saying this is a bad thing either. I think these would be really sick. I think that would be a really hype addition to the game. It would kind of take away from the cool factor of having like the OG Emerald Pros, as long as they don't drop the actual gold versions of them in the item shop. I don't think any traders are really going to care, or anyone that has the Emerald Pros are really going to care that much, because hey, I still have the gold ones. I still think those are the best ones personally, but maybe you have white ones, maybe you have black ones, maybe you have pink ones, maybe you have purple ones, and those are cool. They are. But the gold ones have my heart. Those are my wheel. You guys should know this by now. I absolutely love my Emerald Pros so much. So much. I mean, I use them on just about every car. I love them on this car. They match not everything, but I try to make them match everything. I just love them. I just love them so much. And I think it would be really cool if they did actually add this. Normally, I would be kind of against like them adding like a different variant of something that was supposed to be very exclusive. But I think it's time. And I think it would be really cool. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. How you feel about this in general. I'm really, really curious what you guys think about this, and if you think it's actually going to happen or not. We all know that we're expecting, you know, the white octane, everything else is going to come to the item shop. Black Dices, they'll be in the item shop someday. We already know those are coming just because of what else they've added to the item shop. But this is something different that not a lot of people have really talked about. So let me know down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on everything. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video there, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We will catch you next time. Peace.